Now then, our next guest made international news when their family day at the beach ended in a fight for survival.
It's an unbelievable story. 13-year-old Austin Appelbee, his mum, Joanne, and his two siblings were left stranded at sea after venturing out on their kayak and paddleboards off the coast of Australia.
But in an heroic move, Austin managed to swim for 4 hours to get to shore in shark-infested waters. He then had to run over a mile where he was finally able to call for help.
I think we need a helicopter to go find them. I'm sitting on the beach right now, and I have to also explain, I think I need an ambulance because I think I have hypothermia.
Mum is out there with kids as well, is that right?
Yeah, and I don't know what their condition is right now, and I'm really scared.
So calm.
So calm.
Composed.
So calm. Austin and his mum, Joanne, join us now live from their home in Perth, Australia. Good morning, to both of you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Joanne, we've got to start with you. Let's go back to that day. It's absolutely unbelievable. You were on holiday. You had all the kids with you. You had your paddleboards, kayak. You were having a lovely day out. It was very warm, very lovely. What happened next?
Well, we didn't realise how quick the wind had picked up, and Austin was out on one of the paddle boards. He went out a little bit too far for comfort, so I did go out after him to tell him to come back in. And then quite rapidly, things turned for the worst, and the waves picked up and started to kind of bring us out a bit further than what we had expected.
When did you realise, Joanne, that things were getting difficult to the point where it started getting scary?
Look, initially it wasn't too scary. We could see the shoreline. I thought that Austin being, because we had trying to swap paddle boards and kayaks, the kayak that was there kept filling with water. And we could still see the shoreline very clearly. So we were assuming, or I assumed, that Austin could make it quite quickly back to shore with the kayak that we had. But again, as I say, it kept filling with water. And I made the decision. We were about 40 minutes into being out there when the decision got made to send him on his way.
Do you know what's really lovely? What's really lovely is, Austin, I know you're just 13 years old and you're just giggling at the idea of this. It's such a dramatic story and you're on telly into the UK and it's really lovely because any 13-year-old...
He's just a normal kid.
Yeah, you're just a normal kid. You just did an extraordinary thing. Joanne, what's that moment like, though, when you have to say, Austin, I think you need to go and swim to shore. I think you're the strongest to get here. As a parent, how do you sort of deal with that process?
The decision had to be made. I couldn't stay out there. People have said to me, why didn't you go? Well, I couldn't leave the kids out at sea. So it was a decision that had to be made and we were getting in trouble. And hopefully, at the time, I was hoping that it wouldn't take that long, obviously, for Austin to get to shore. We didn't, and I didn't anticipate how quick everything would change or how the weather would be such an impact on us trying to get saved and trying to get back there.
OK, now cut to 007 Austin. He takes on the kayak and he starts swimming. And tell us what's going through your mind, Austin, when you're on the way to the shore. What's going through your mind? Have you got anything that you're focusing on in particular?
Well, the first little bit when I was still with the kayak, and all I could think of is sharks and all these creatures that could hurt me, and just all of them. And then I had a little moment with the kayak when I was trapped underneath it for a couple minutes with ropes near my neck. So it was very scary. But then after that, when I let go of the kayak, took off the life jacket, it was all about my family. It was tiring, but just the motivation and singing songs, praying prayers, hoping for the best, saying to yourself, not today. And just keep on going.
And thank goodness you did. But Austin, how long did it take you to get to shore?
So around about 4 hours, but I reckon I did the swim in 3.5 hours.
About 3.5 hours, 4 hours, something like that. At any point, and I know you've got this great single-minded nature, you're saying, not today, not today, you're singing your songs. Did at any point you think, I'm not going to get there? The shore wasn't getting close enough?
Oh, yeah, definitely. With the kayak and the life jacket, you know, it's like, oh, come on, like, why aren't I at the shore yet? Like, come on, I've been paddling for an hour now.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah, you know, I was like, is this really my last day? Like, you know, but then when I set foot on land, and sometimes when I step out of bed today, I go, yeah, you know, like, wow, like, you know, how did I make it back to the shore?
You still relive that moment when you put your foot on the sand?
Yeah.
That's extraordinary. And then you had to run, though, didn't you? It wasn't just a 4-hour swim. How far did you have to run to get your mum's phone that was still on the beach?
2 kilometers, which is like 1.2 miles. So, yeah.
Thank goodness it was still there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do you know what I mean, Joanne? That's an extraordinary thing as well, isn't it? That he had the forethought to sort of go, I've got to get mum's phone. Where was mum's phone? And he still had a mile to run to pick up the phone and call the emergency services.
Yeah, he done a massive job. It's really massively impressive. It's really, really good.
So, Joanne, meanwhile, so that's taken 4 hours and then it's taken another 1.2 miles he's had to run. You're on your own with the girls and you're thinking, this is taking quite a long time. Now, I'm a mum. I can imagine. Are you thinking the worst at this point?
Yeah, as time went on, definitely was thinking the worst. And one of the most horrible ones was that obviously I've sent Austin and he hasn't made it. That was the first thought. And the second thought was that we're not going to make it either as the sun goes down, which was horrific. And it was literally, I've lost everybody. And even if we did get saved, because I didn't know the state that Austin was in, because it had taken longer than what I had expected, that it was, have I lost one child.
Oh my God.
God, it's unbearable to think about. So when eventually you see the helicopter and the rescuers arrived, you're thinking, brilliant, we're saved. But then you lost Bo and Grace as well, didn't you? A wave came over and suddenly you were split from the two of them. Yeah,
so a wave came just as the lights of the helicopter kind of zoomed in on us, and it knocked all of us off the paddleboards, and they got taken away from me, and that was terrifying. That was one of the most scariest moments.
Oh, my goodness. I can't imagine what it was like going through that. And it must have been really hot as well. So did you suffer any injuries at all, all of you?
Very badly sunburned. Obviously, we were lying down on paddleboards, so you can't see it from the front, but from behind, we were very, very badly sunburned. Yeah. Which took a couple of weeks to get over. Yeah, that's the most injuries. Obviously, Austin's legs his muscles in his legs was really bad after the swim, hence why he had crutches and stuff, and just to help him get the lactic acid out. But other than when I say injuries, I mean, we've come out really, really well, unscathed, really.
Yeah, you can see.
That moment when you met all your children in the hospital and you had all your children in your hands, that must have been just incredible, Joanne.
It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Aww. That we all made it.
Yeah, thanks to your boy next to you. Now, Austin, how are you coping with global fame? And what do your mates make of the fact that you've become internationally renowned all over the world?
It's funny, that one. You know, I have a really, you know, chill friend group. You know, like when the news got out, you know, one of my friends, Hamish, said, oh, he swam 4 kilometers. Yeah, that's pretty good. But I solved a Rubik's Cube on the weekend. Like, this is so cool, guy. Like, you know, like we make these jokes along the way, and you know, like, school is one of my safe places, to be honest. Yeah, it's you know, friends have been treating me well, and then, you know, obviously public, that's a whole different environment, and youth group is you know, youth group is
Really
can be chaotic
important.
sometimes.
Yeah.
It's still a very safe place too.
You've got your feet firmly on the ground.
Hasn't it? But it sounds like you've got a great group of mates
Yeah.
that will always bring you down to earth as well. I wonder if you could solve a Rubik's Cube if there was a shark in the bath with him at the same time, by the way.
That's
That's
true.
the test for him. Joanne, Austin, thank you so much for joining us and sharing a little bit of your story. Clearly, you're a big Ed Sheeran fan, Austin, so maybe if Ed or some of his people are watching, they can reach out and send you something special because we
Yes.
think you deserve all the praise
Yeah,
you could
more
possibly
tickets.
get. More tickets
Yeah.
to go and see Ed. It's great to meet you guys. Thanks so much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's incredible. That was